Hello, this is Paul Richard, and welcome to the Leverage Podcast. I have a special guest with us today, Marcus Jackson with Empower Roofing and Restoration. Marcus, it's good to have you with us today.
It's nice to be here, man. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. And so what we like to do is interview you a little bit about what you do and understand your business and what your target markets are and all those good things. So start out giving us a little background. You're 23 years old. You started this Empower thing fairly recently, but give us a little bit of your background and where you've been.
Background, kind of grew up in a religious family. Dad's a pastor, also a POW. So I grew up in a more strict household than most people.
Sure.
And then I played football for a couple years as well. Actually ended up almost playing D1 at MSU. Sadly, COVID ended up happening, so I kind of had to cut that short. Still continued to go and get my degree as well for construction management. And then I found roofing and, kind of took a step back from school and realized I'm pretty good at this. So ever since then, kind of really team oriented. So I just always wanted to have my own team and, just be able to lead people in the right direction to, if you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of situation. So that's typically how I got here.
Awesome. And so you were working for another roofing company, and then when did you launch Empower?
So Empower's been going on for about 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Yes, sir. We launched this branch here about a year ago. We have another branch also in KC as well, the Kansas City area, and that one's been around longer than this one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So do you have some business partners, or are you?
Yes, sir.
Or how's that set up? Okay.
Yep, I got one business partner and one of my fraternity brothers. His name's Ryan Barillo. Great guy. Me and him, it's like we work really well together. He's pretty high strung as well. He's the same age as me, kind of thing. So it's pretty nice.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
So right now, we kind of made a connection through the networking group, one of the networking groups here, and networking, of course, is a very important part of our outreach to each other and be able to support each other, especially in the trades. Like you're in the trades, and a lot of times you'll have referrals coming in from plumbers and electricians and whatever. You might be working on the same project or whatever goes that way. Have you found that in your networking that you've built a good solid group of subs and stuff as well?
Yes, I have. Just the other day, I was in a networking group, visiting one in KC, and I found an interior guy and a decking guy. Had I not probably been in a networking event, I probably wouldn't have found those guys because, some of those guys are hard to come by, or most of the time you just don't know where to look, and the networking has definitely helped me out tremendously.
That's awesome. Have you been going to the Faith in Business meetings?
I have not. I don't think I've checked it out. No, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Faith in Business. It's once a month in Springfield and once a month in Branson. And in Springfield, it's at the Ozark. I think it's called the White River Convention Center there at Bass Pro. And I think the last month there was somewhere around 400 in attendance, so I think you do really well there. Get connected, and that's free breakfast, and there's a good faith-filled message from whoever the keynote speaker is for that week. And when we launched Branson, and I say we launched it, somebody else launched it, but we started out with about 125, and that keeps growing down here, and that's at the Keeter Center, which is on the campus, as you know, here at College of the Ozarks down in Branson, so Hollister. Okay. So, yeah, I think you'd find that to be a great fit for you to be in attendance. Of course, it's, like I say, there's no charge for it, and you get some great connections there. You'll see a lot of people that you may already know from the chamber, et cetera, as part of that. So, so in your business right now, I was just curious, as far as like roofing, what's the roofing business look like right now? Do you have a lot going on in the roofing area?
Yes, sir. We're actually pretty busy right now. We haven't had a lot of jobs in Springfield because we kind of mainly target insurance, right? Because our whole goal is to help people not have to pay a fat sum of money up front for one of their biggest assets.
Yes.
So we've been working out in KC for a little bit because they had I'm sure you saw the hail that was out there. They've had some pretty
Yes.
decent sized hail.
Yes.
But we've also still been serving our community here as well. I mean, just next week we have 3 builds here in Springfield, all retail. So I'd say we're pretty busy. Getting on the commercial side as well. Actually, just getting on a couple vendors list and just trucking along while the season's still kind of coasting right now here in Springfield, but everything's still rolling. So
Very good. Very good. And as far as the insurance side of things, give us a little insight into, what happens when somebody has a claim and how do you get involved? When should you get involved? When should they call you? That type of thing.
So best thing to do is make sure you even have a claim, right? And
Yeah.
that's the number one thing that most people kind of forget is that you can't just call it anything, right? There are things that you have to check off the box to make sure that it's even claim worthy, especially with these deductibles coming around these days. I don't know if you know, but deductibles are now going to 1% to 5% of the household value. And it's not when you bought the house value, it's the house value as of today, right? So
Wow.
that's something we've been battling a lot right now because a lot of people are scared to, cough up $5,000 to, 6K. And, back in the day, it was only 1,200, $500, right?
Yes.
So they're starting to combat us on the insurance side of things, but we're just having to get more savvy. It's all a word game. That's it. It's just a word game. You just have to word everything perfectly. But again, you have to make sure that the damage is there. So typically what we're looking for is storm damage, because they don't cover you not taking care of your property, right? Why would they? It's negligence. So we make sure that if you have a claim, it's worth your time because claims do go against you as well. Because if there's nothing on the claim, then you just have an open claim with nothing paid out on it. It just doesn't look good for if you want to go get other insurances and such like that. So we make sure to go out of our way. We give free inspections just to make sure if it's even worth your time. Kind of give them second opinions because some people have roofers come out there and they'll just file a claim and they don't know what they're looking for. And then I get called out there and I tell them like, hey, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
You didn't need to file a claim. You have to do it as well, or else this item isn't insured anymore, kind of thing. So it's really just being truthful and just mainly taking care of the storm damage. We completely communicate with the insurance. Our goal is to make sure that the homeowner doesn't have to do anything, right? The only thing they have to do, the hardest thing they have to do is choose a shingle color, and gutter colors and
Good.
such like that. So that's kind of where we step in as well. That's where most people need us as well, because most people don't know how to navigate through insurance. They think it's just like a car and you just call it in and then you get it evaluated. It's most of the time it sounds easy, but it's not, because sometimes we do have to fight with them, and that's where we come in. We have a great team, great supplementing team as well. Make sure that they pay for everything if they need to, because I'm sure today insurance is getting high and people aren't, they're starting to fight people. So that's our goal, is to make sure people are just getting taken care of in all those aspects, and not just roofing, just getting them covered as much as they can get covered for and what they should be covered for. Essentially, is what people use us for.
So when a storm comes in and, let's say it's a hailstorm would be the most obvious. When a hailstorm comes in, what do you do differently than like right now? There's not much going on in Springfield or whatever as far as storms to this point. So what do you
Right.
do? Like if there's a storm that rolls through, let's say Republic, do you do a marketing to Republic? Do you do a door to door?
So
What do you do?
Yes, sir. So what we do is we make sure to get out there, right? So I have a bunch of door knockers as well, because our goal is it's in our name, it's empowered, right? We
Yeah.
want to get out there and show people that, hey, we're here for the community. We're not just gonna send out flyers and hope you come to us. We go to where the storms are at most of the time,
Yep.
because most people in those areas, they assume everything's fine because there's no leaks, right? But when we're there to represent them, because I tell Mike all the time, we're not selling the company name, we're selling ourselves in the day. So
Sure.
and
Sure.
it's better to get face to face and have that interaction, build that rapport, and actually get to know the person that we're helping out, rather than just, hey, Marcus, we need you out here, there's a leak, blah blah, can you come check it out, we got 3 other guys coming out. We don't want to be that guy. We want to be the friendly neighborhood roofer that can help out everybody and also build a connection with those people as well.
Okay, great. Now, do you have a commercial location or how does that work?
So no, sir. Since we just started, we're trying to keep the overhead low.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because I'm sure
absolutely.
that also plays a big role in pricing for the customers as well. Because I'm sure a lot of roofing companies will charge, a lot of money, and then you'll go find a Joe Schmo that's charging a couple grand less. And reason being is because they don't have all the nice trucks. They don't have the really nice office. They don't. You're not paying for all this extra stuff you don't need. So our goal is we're just trying to take it slow and keep it slow and steady, right? Just so we can stay
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah, of
So,
course. That's a great approach. I love that. Um, so from day to day, then what kind of marketing are you doing to promote Empower?
mainly just, I mean, social media. We have a Facebook, we have an Instagram. Our Instagram's a little bit more different than others.
Oh,
It's
really?
not as, yeah, it's not as professional. We do like to post, like kind of meme oriented, something that makes people laugh, that hooks people, not just roofing. Obviously, it stays roofing oriented, but we don't want to be the guy that just like, hey, look at this roof. That's we come in and we make jokes. We'll make jokes, and most of the time we have our guys go talk to people, try and get them into networking events, like networking Navy and such like that. Because like I said, it's more about because there's 1,000 roofing companies out here. So the way to stick out is just being ourselves. We're young.
Yeah. Oop. I don't know. We've had a delay in our video feed. Let's see here. I don't know where the signal went. Huh. Uh, hmm. Well, I can't hear you anymore, Marcus, and I don't know what happened. Huh. We'll see if we can get him back online here. Just a minute. Hopefully, he can log back in. See if we can figure this out. Yeah, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, you locked up and just went flat screen. So I was like,
You're good. I think my phone. It said my phone just overheated, so it makes sense that I was
"Oh,
outside and yeah. So my
you're
apologies.
out in the sun, probably, huh?"
Yeah, try to enjoy this weather, man, before it gets too hot. So,
That's all right. That's all right. Well, good.
um,
Well, I really appreciate what you were mentioning there earlier, and then before you got cut off. And one of my questions was, so in addition to roofing, what else are some of your key points of strength? What other things can you do?
so other things we can do. We're really good at siding, but I really want to just say just building that connection. Because for us, for me at least, it's bigger than just roofing. The roofing just comes
Sure.
with it. But we're a company that just wants to help people out. We're not going to price gouge you. We're just going to be straightforward with you. If anything, we'll upgrade you to something that's, most companies will like, hey, extra $2,000. It's not an extra
Yeah.
$2,000. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you out. Because what are you gonna
Sure.
do when you talk to your neighbor and you're like, hey, this guy tried to gouge me for $2,000 for a product that's barely better than the other one, and this guy just came in and barely bumped up the price and gave me a better quality shingle, and plus I got to build a connection with them and actually make a friend rather than just make a sell. So
Yeah. Yeah.
um, and we're also starting to get into charity as well. So we're kind of looking at talking to St. Jude as well, because I was in a fraternity as well at Missouri State. It was a Tau Kappa Epsilon, and we have always been close with St. Jude. So we're going to start doing this thing for every roof that is, put on. We're going to start allowing our customers to donate, a portion of that, of that money to whatever donation to whatever, charity that they want to, kind of like an event of 12 bars or anything like that, but something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Very good. Very good. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Should I ask that question again? Like, other than roofing, what other expertise should people be looking for from you?
Siding, gutters,
Siding, gutters,
anything exterior. Okay. Yes, sir. Anything exterior is our strength.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you doing tuck pointing?
No, sir. We
no tuck pointing. Okay. Okay. We don't have a lot of brick around here, but sometimes, occasionally end up with that. And so, okay. So roofing, siding, gutters. So what are your plans for this year? Are they new things you're planning for your business that you didn't do in the last year or so?
Not entirely, man. Just maybe get a couple more guys on the team and just kind of start pushing more commercial. That's about it. And like I said, the charity thing. Other than that, we're kind of probably staying the same, kind of, because like I said, we're new. So
yeah, definitely. Well, so during your the springtime is probably the busiest season, isn't it, for roofing most of the time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how do you keep the guys busy on off season normally?
Off season, it comes back to the marketing. Just making sure that they're going to networking meetings, talking to those big apartment complexes, hotels, because most of the time that's when they're planning their budgets for the spring and stuff like that. So obviously the guys still go outside and knock, and you still put up roofs in the winter. Obviously weather depending, obviously.
Yes.
But mainly just marketing, making those connections so when the storms do come, that they're ready and they're already known. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so do you have a website set up and everything?
Yes, sir. We do.
Okay. What's the web address that you have?
It's empowerrestorations.com.
Empowerrestorations.com. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And when they call in, do they get you, or is it a general number that goes to a?
So there's two numbers on there for two locations. They either can choose to call my number or the KC number as well.
Very good. Very good. So, and do you do most of the consultations then yourself?
Yes, sir.
You do. Okay. Fantastic. And then what's a good phone number for our folks to reach you at?
417-693-9046. It's the best number to reach me at. Again, it's all on the website as well, or email. May not seem like it, but I do use my email even though I'm 23. So
that's understandable. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, cool. Is there anything else you want to share with us as far as the business side of things or life things?
Not too much. I mean, just, kind of a message to anybody out there just thinking about starting their own thing. Just do it. It's the best thing to do is just start it, because the worst risk to not take is a risk not being taken. Right.
I love that. I love that.
Yes, sir. So just encourage some people. Just doesn't matter their age, either 23, 45, 78, doesn't matter. Just if you have something on your heart, just try and get out there and get it done.
Well, fantastic. That's awesome. I would love to grab a soda with you or something when I'm in Springfield in the next couple of weeks here. I'll give you a holler. Are you located in Springfield Central, or whereabouts are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here in Springfield.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, I do. I do a lot of business from Panera, especially on South Campbell. That's kind of my spot I land when I don't, since I live in Branson, work in Branson, that type of thing. So, do you have any immediate hires that you need to make at this point, or anything going on there?
No, sir. I mean, we're always looking for sales reps, but other than that, I mean, everything's kind of been taken care of, and we got a solid team. So
very good. Very
yes,
good.
Sir.
All right. Well, I'll tell you, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Each one of our conversations has been just very, very good. So I'll send you the information from this podcast, and thanks for being a guest today.
Awesome. I appreciate you having me, Paul.